Here's a quick one. Every relationship that turns sour or toxic has very clear signs at an early stage that it is heading that direction. But in most cases, we choose to ignore those signs. We choose to, just live on and hope for the best. Now, every relationship starts in a great way. Whatever relationship, whether friendship, whether a romantic relationship, whether work relations, business relations, whatever relation, call it, they start in a great way. And the greatness with which they start, we quickly develop a dependence on each other, and we begin to quickly feel like we can't live without each other, like we need each other all the time. And it is that feeling that begins to make us ignore the signs and the symptoms of potential problems that are yet to come. Now, every relationship will have problems, and you can solve the problems, but here I'm talking about relations that turn out so bad, that turn out so catastrophic, and that ends up in very, very nasty ways. The signs will be there that this relationship cannot be solved, cannot be redeemed, cannot work out the way we want it to work out. Now, what I've done several times when I see the signs, and I found this to be one of the best solutions, is quickly walk away. Quickly change the terms of relating. Quickly create the distance. What that does actually is it saves the little bit that is there between the two of you. At least you remain in talking terms, you remain in relating terms, not at the same level. You've changed the terms of relating. You are not maybe that great friends anymore. You are not romantic anymore. You are not in business anymore, but you remain in relating terms, you remain in talking terms. But when you allow the relationship to just prolong because you feel you cannot do away with this person, you cannot walk away from this person, you cannot, you feel you need them, and you just remain hopeful that things are going to work out. What usually happens in most cases is that things end up in a very nasty way. You hurt each other. People have ended up killing each other. People have ended up doing the most terrible things to each other. So listen, sometimes walking away actually is a sign of loyalty. We don't want to walk away because we don't want to be called betrayers and disloyal. But listen to me, sometimes staying is being disloyal. Sometimes staying is betrayal. It's better you walk away and end things better, because it's better to remain in talking terms and relating terms, because you need people. You never know what can happen tomorrow. You never know, you might just need that person at a very crucial stage. What you do not want is to end a relationship with a person in such a bad way that you can't talk to them, you can't face them. Every time the thought of facing that person brings nightmares. You change ways, you change roads, you change routines, you change programs because you don't want to encounter them. You meet them and you feel this pain, this frustration, and it leads you to vengeance. It leads you to thinking of doing a terrible thing to that person. Listen, you don't want to get there. So sometimes immediately you see the signs, walk away. Just walk amicably. Tell them, if you have to tell them, we cannot relate like this anymore. If it was a professional work relationship, business relationship, or a romantic relationship, sit down and say, hey, this cannot work, I need to go, and end it in good terms. Sometimes just create the distance. Sometimes just reduce the frequency at which you communicate. It is better to remain in talking terms, to remain in relating terms, than to be close but end in a very catastrophic way. So listen, that relationship, every relationship that ends up toxic and sour, there are clear symptoms at the very beginning. Pay attention to them. God bless you.